Report 1.2 allows you to compare a supplier's promotions against the entire market for that particular category. Additionally, this report can break down the category promotion by subcategories, so you can see within the category itself, which subcategory is showing a growth in promotions and which subcategory is showing a decline in promotions. Makes it easier for you to be able to see in which direction the market is moving. So to expand more on that, we'll first have to generate the report. So the first selection that you will need to make is market. So under market, if you click on it, you'll be able to see West Malaysia, Sabah and Sarawak as your options. West Malaysia refers to the promotions that we're tracking in the entire Peninsular Malaysia, whereas Sabah refers to the promotions we're tracking in retailers in Kota Kinabalu, while Sarawak refers to the one that we're tracking in Kuching. So you'll only be able to see Sabah and Sarawak as options if you are currently subscribed to East Malaysia data. Otherwise, you'll only be able to see West Malaysia in the selection. The next one is the date range. Please keep in mind that for the date range, you're only allowed to choose up to 24 months of data. If you were to choose more than 24 months, this error message will appear at the bottom and you'll have to redo your selection. So for the purpose of this example, we'll be looking into the first quarter of 2020. Next is the sources. So for the sources, there's two. All sources, which refers to the national promotions, and regional data, which refers to the regional promotions. So regional promotions here refers to the promotions that is not applicable to all stores. For example, mailers or leaflets that are published with regards to an opening of a new store is considered regional data. The reason being it is not applicable for the entire chain of stores for that particular retailer. It's applicable to one store only. Under all sources, the promotions will be split into mailer, newspaper, and in-store. So mailer refers to the leaflets that the retailers publish. Newspaper refers to the press ads found in the newspaper that we're currently tracking. While in-store refers to the promotions available on the posters and POSMs that are advertised by the convenience stores and petrol marts that we're currently tracking. For this report, the promotions will not be broken down into different sources. So if you click all three, mailer, newspaper, and in-store, it will not be able to tell you the media split of the promotions. So because of that, for this example, we'll just stick to mailer promotions only. Next is the promotion type. So there's three. There's normal, range, and buy X free Y. So normal promotion is any promotion with a product description and a promotion price. Range promotion refers to when a group of items, usually an entire brand or an entire category, is promoted, and instead of having one single promotion price, we're provided with a percentage discount or a price range. And lastly is buy X free Y. Buy X free Y is only applicable to in-store promotions. So these are the promotions that are advertised when no price is given. It's only stated that if you purchase product X, you will get product Y for free. So since for this example, we've only chosen mailer as our sources, I'll be excluding buy X free Y from the selection. Next is supplier. So for this report, there will not be a drop-down of supplier for you to choose. So you will need to type in the supplier yourself. Let's say, for example, we're using Kimberly-Clark account at the moment. So we can just type in Kimberly-Clark and choose from there. Next up is the categories. So if you see from the choices, there is a drop-down option for you to click on, and the categories itself will be listed. However, it's only listed up to the category level. It does not go down by subcategory level. Meaning, for example, this one for baby diaper, it does not go down further into a split between diaper pants and diaper normal. The reason for this is because this report compares the entire category regardless of what subcategory the client has. In order to show you this more clearly, we'll stick to sanitary protection as the choice, as currently sanitary protection is broken down into more categories. And lastly is the retailer option. So for the retailer option, it's split between convenience stores. This also includes petrol marts, hypermarkets, pharmacies, and supermarkets. And if you actually click down on it, it will actually break down into each individual retailer within that channel. So since we're looking into sanitary protection, for this report, we'll be looking into sanitary protection in pharmacy mailers. The save function here allows you to save the selections that you've made so far. What this means is the next time you come into this report, all of this will be pre-selected for you, so you do not have to waste time making the selection all over again. If you want to remove all the selections so that it goes back to the default, all you need to do is press reset. And if you're already happy with your selection, then you can click on update to generate the report. As we no longer need this selection bar, we can just minimize it so we can focus more on the tables as generated. The first chart shows the growth of the sanitary protection promotions for the entire market during the first quarter of 2020 versus the first quarter of 2019. Whereas our chart on the right here shows the selected supplier, in this case Kimberly-Clark. It shows their promotions for sanitary protection during the first quarter of 2020 versus the first quarter of 2019. And at the bottom here, it shows a breakdown of the promotions and the growth of it by subcategories. So you can see that for sanitary protection, it's broken down into maxi, slim, ultra thin, night, panty liner, and tampon. And on the right here is the same table, but for Kimberly-Clark promotions only. So how this report can be useful is that you'll be able to see for sanitary protection in pharmacy mailers, the promotions have actually declined by nearly 2% last year. However, if you compare it to Kimberly-Clark's on promotions, Kimberly-Clark promotions have increased by 76%, which is, aside from moving in the opposite direction of the market, it's also growing at a really big rate. This can be something for Kimberly-Clark to consider, whether this is the right choice or not, since most players in the market are promoting less in pharmacy mailers, but Kimberly-Clark themselves are promoting even more, and quite aggressively at that. So going into the breakdown, you can see here that in the pharmacy mailers, the promotions have declined by 2% as seen above, whereas for Kimberly-Clark, the promotions have increased by 76%. So you can see the breakdown of each subcategory. Let's take Sempro Day Maxi. For Sempro Day Maxi, there has been a growth. The market has only grown by about 30%, whereas Sempro Day Maxi for Kimberly-Clark has nearly doubled during the first quarter of this year versus a year ago. But both are still moving in the same direction. Both saw an increase in promotions. But if you look into Sempro Day Ultra Thin, you can see that the market is actually reducing in ultra thin promotions. However, Kimberly-Clark, although minimal, is showing growth in this type of promotions. So based on this, you can also use it to see where the promotions have shifted and use it for future promotion planning. So what I mean by that is that if you know that the market is actually reducing in Sempro promotions in pharmacies, does it benefit us to go in the opposite direction and increase in our promotion spending when no other players are doing the same? And also allows you to look into the subcategory itself. So you can see from the breakdown of the subcategory, while Sempro Day Maxi is still increasing, you can see from the growth of the individual subcategories, Sempro Day Maxi promotions is increasing in the market, and so is ours. But we're increasing at a significantly higher rate than the market. So do we want to spend that much on our promotions? Or is it okay for us to reduce it a bit? And also for promotions like Sempro Day Ultra Thin, we know that the market is reducing in these types of promotions. So do we still want to push more for these promotions? Or should we shift our promotion spending in other directions, instead of using our promotion spending in a medium that no other players are participating in? So to recap, Report 1.2 is for you to use in your promotion planning. so that you'll be able to see the growth in a specific supplier's category promotions versus that of the market, and see for yourself within that one category which subcategory is currently being promoted above others. And has there been a change in the promotion split between the subcategories for our selected period versus how it was a year ago?